class. How's it going, Julieta?
Hi, it is going well.
Nice. Okay. And yeah, what have you been up to, Julieta?
Not too much, not that much.
Okay. Have you been working?
No, actually.
Okay. Reading anything?
No, I went back home. I came back home at 2 hours ago.
Okay. Nice. Okay. And Ksenia, welcome to class. How's it going?
Hello. Everything is fine.
Okay. Nice. And what have you been up to today, Ksenia?
I just returned from work.
All right.
So
How was
nothing
work?
special. It's actually fine. It's 1 hour. It's very many time for me because usually I use a car or
Uh-huh.
bike, and I don't go for a walk a lot. But I decided that I should start.
Walking.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I think yeah, generally I prefer biking if I can. I feel like walking takes so long and you go so slowly, but it is nice sometimes.
Yes.
And Carolina, welcome to class. How's it going?
Hello, teacher. I am going well. What about you?
I'm doing really well. Remember we'd say I'm doing well.
I'm doing well.
Yeah, and Carolina, so what have you been up to today? And have I had you in class before?
Today I am doing, I don't know, some relax and taking class. I don't know.
Okay, maybe we can say like I have been relaxing
Have been relaxing. Yeah.
and taking classes. Okay. Carolina, have I had you in class before?
Yeah. Could you, yeah?
Yeah. I don't recognize your picture maybe. Did you change your picture recently?
Yes. Today I changed my Google picture. I don't know what happened. If maybe Berlina take that picture and show you.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
welcome back. And yeah, it's good to see you again. Let's get started with today's class. And let's have Anna. Can you read the title and next 2 lines?
The news. Today we will discuss news-related topics, read comics, read and discuss news stories and practice role plays.
Nice. All right. Really good reading. Let's have Anna. Can you ask Xenia the first question?
Yes. Hello, Ksenia. What news story are you following out now?
Hello. And story Joshua about what, for example?
It could be about anything. So you could be following like the news about Greece, or it could be something specific in your country. It's really any news story.
Oh my God.
Este computador está.
I don't know any because I don't watch any news.
Oh no.
Yes.
Any news. Okay. I guess yeah, you can't really do anything about that. What's the last news story that you followed?
Oh my God. I think it's about plane who missing somewhere. I don't know actually.
Okay, we could say like a plane that went missing.
That went missing somewhere.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of plane in what country. I don't like
Okay.
news.
Yeah, we would say maybe I don't like the news.
I don't like the news.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's acceptable. And Xenia, can you ask Julieta the next question?
Julieta, do you think that the news is necessary? Why or why not?
I think it is necessary because without no news, mm, it's like living outside of this world.
Sorry. Yeah. It looks good. Can you explain a little bit more?
Mm. Uh, if you don't know what happens in the world that you live, maybe you cannot I say that you cannot compare your life with the others one, and you can't share your ideas with other people.
Okay. Grammatically, that looks perfect. Really good answer too. Okay.
Okay.
And Julieta, can you ask Carolina the next question?
Carolina, what do you think is the most important thing the news should report?
I think that the most important thing should be a critical situation. For example, if something bad happens in the city or in the country, it's really important that the people who live near should know.
Okay, it's really important maybe for the people who live nearby to know. So we'd use the infinitive at the end. Can you read that sentence one more time?
I think that the most important thing should be critical situation with I, with it. For example, if something bad happens in the country, it's really important for the who live near, for the people, for those who live nearby to know.
Yeah, it's really important for those who live nearby to know. You could say for the people who live nearby too.
It's really important for the people who live nearby to know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good answer. All right, and let's have Anna. Can you read through those words?
Yes, vocabulary. Correspondent, cover story, breaking news to verify, plagiarize, 24-hour news, editorial, independent media, eyewitness reports.
All right, really well done. Maybe plagiarize.
Plagiarize. Okay.
And does anybody have any questions here?
What is the meaning of plagiarize? Plagiarize.
Okay. Let's have Ksenia, can you make a sentence using plagiarize and present perfect?
Okay. I'm sorry. Present perfect.
Yeah, so a verb in the present perfect and plagiarize.
When I was in school, my classmates was a real copycat. She always, I don't know, present perfect. She,
Or the past progressive. I wish that's where you're going.
yes, she was always plagiarizing my homework or reports.
Nice. Yeah, she always is plagiarizing my homework reports. Good. Really well done. And any other questions here? Okay. Julieta, can you make a sentence with correspondent and the present perfect progressive?
Present perfect progressive. Okay. The correspondent has has been working for 3 months in that newspaper.
Nice. Really good job.
Really? Oh man,
Yeah.
I can't believe that. Oh wow.
We might want to change the preposition.
Which one?
In. We don't. In that newspaper is a little bit odd.
For?
Yeah, that newspaper.
Oh.
Nice. And okay, I think we're good. Maybe let's have Carolina. Can you make a sentence using verify in the future tense, so with a future verb?
I will verify.
One more time.
I verify information about the weather tomorrow. I don't know. I am not sure.
Okay, it's a little bit difficult to hear you. Can you try to repeat that sentence one more time?
I'll verify. I will verify information about the weather.
Okay. Maybe if we want to add an article, that might help.
The information.
Yeah, I think that sounds a little bit better. I'll verify the information about the weather, maybe later. And that's good. Yeah. Okay, and Anna, what about you? Can you make a sentence using breaking news and the simple past tense?
Okay. I don't know. So maybe when I don't know, Brad Pitt announced that he and Angelina would divorced. That was the breaking news.
Nice. Okay, yeah, that's
I'm
good.
not so sure if it's true, but I've heard some rumors that it's not so cool right now between them.
You've heard some rumors that things aren't going so well, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not so correct. Would sound really awkward, would say. Things aren't going well. Or, yeah, things are going badly, you could even say. But
Okay.
good. Awesome. Let's go do some more questions. Anna, can you ask Ksenia the first?
Yes. Ksenia, do you think that reading a newspaper is a good way to improve your English?
I think that reading a newspaper is a very good way to improve your English because you can find a new words and enrich your vocabulary or improve your vocabulary.
Enrich is a really good word. Enrich your vocabulary. Yeah. Okay. Really, well done. And Ksenia, can you ask Juliet to the next question? Well, we kind of already asked that, didn't we? Ksenia, can you ask the next question to Juliet?
Juliet, do you trust the information you get from the news?
In some way, I trust the information I get from the news. Yes.
Okay. Can you explain?
Well, when you open a newspaper and you read the news, usually you think it's true. Then maybe you can find somewhere that the news is a little bit different, and so you can complete the information you have before. But you can trust even the second one.
But you can trust even the second one?
You don't know what news is the truest one. So you can think it's true even the second one.
You can think even the second one is true?
Yeah. I mean, why the second one is if the second one is telling you that the first one isn't true, you think the second is true, but I don't know. I think people are me. I can trust information.
Okay.
How to explain that?
Okay, so generally newspapers aren't lying, even if they have different points of view.
Sorry?
It's like generally newspapers are not lying, even if they have different points of view.
Yeah, you can change. You can use a different point of view to tell your truth.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Good. And Giulietta, can you ask Carolina the next question?
Carolina, what would the world be like without news?
I think that the world, it could be boring because the news brings a lot of information about what happened in other countries. So we always are interested in know some exciting news.
Okay.
So exciting news.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think that's good. Yeah. How else would the world be different, Ksenia? Oh, actually, Anna. How else would the world be different?
Without news? Well, I think that it would be very boring. First of all, it's crucial to know what is going on around us. It's not only about politics or economical situation, but something simple like the weather is really important to know. Well, people people like to know what is going on around them, and they follow the news about politics, I don't know, celebrities, or just information which they are interested in. So right now it's it's part of news. The news is the part of our life, so we can't live without them.
Can't live without it.
Yeah, of course, of course.
All right, really nicely done. And I think, yeah, that's good. Does anybody have any other questions before we move on? All right, nice. And let's do a little bit of reading. Ksenia, can you read the page, I guess?
All page?
Yeah.
Daily scheme. What to say when you hear the US and Cuba officially reopen embassies today. Back in business, so is Greece today. Banks reopen in the country after being closed for 3 weeks. Greece has had some problems balancing in checkbook. There was that time late last month when it missed the deadline to repay creditors who bailed it out. Then that time when Greece voted no to the terms of another bailout deal. Then the time when it said, "Psych, we actually need money," and said it wanted a bailout deal. Now German Chancellor Angela Merkel is saying she's open to being flexible with Greece's new payment plan. Baby steps.
Good. We're looking at creditors.
Creditors,
Uh-huh. And chancellor.
Chancellor.
Yeah. So then that time when it said, psych, we actually need more money. Can you repeat that?
Then the time when it said, "Psych, we actually need money."
Yeah. Okay. And perfect. Judith, what's this talking about? What's happening here?
It talks about Greece, and Greece faced a huge problem with banks. Their banks were closed for 1 month, I think, and after making a deal with the European Union Commission, or German, now they reopen the banks.
Perfect, yeah. Yeah. And I guess what's the title refer to?
To Cuba, because
Yeah.
the embassy of Cuba is open today.
Yeah, for the US.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. And so a bunch of things. What's does anybody know what it means? Psych, we actually need more money. What's that mean?
Psych, it's a verb?
Yeah, like to psych out. Yeah.
It's crazy about something.
Yeah,
No?
it's like joking. We actually do need money. Does that make sense? This idea of like psych is joking. And perfect. I think we're good. Does anybody have any questions here? Okay. And this is actually another one kind of about the same topic. Carolina, can you read the first, I guess, part here until go away?
Okay. The story Germany finance minister doesn't want Greece to sit with his country anymore. Pardon? Germany is the Eurozone's most politically powerful country, and yesterday its finance minister said Greece may be better off leaving the Eurozone. Eurozone. Help, helpful. Um, he said that Greece's debt is way too high. Thank you, Charlotte. And that debt doesn't magically go away.
Nice. Okay. Really well done. Let's look at finance. Finance.
Finance.
Yeah. And then Eurozones. The
Eurozone.
Eurozones.
Eurozones.
Politically?
Say again, please.
Politically? Politically?
Politically. Oh my God.
Close. Politically.
Politically. Politically. Oh my God,
Try
difficult
it.
one.
Yeah, that is a hard one. Try it with a hard T. Politically. Politically.
Okay. Politically. Politically.
So
Pa.
lit
Lit.
ick
Ik.
li
Li.
politically.
Politically. Oh my God.
Closer. It's a tough one.
Yeah. Politically.
And yeah, better. Greases.
Greases.
Uh,
Lonky. Greases.
And then let's look at magically.
Magically.
There you go. Yeah, good.
Magically.
Perfect. Anna, can you read the next two parts?
Yes. Not encouraging, especially since Greece's creditors, including the Eurozone, just pushed the country to agree on new austerity measures. Think tax hikes, pension cuts that Greeks were not into, in exchange for another bailout. And those same creditors are still giving Greece to side-eye. Meanwhile, anti-austerity riots broke out in Athens. This scheme. Nobody's pushing Greece out of the Eurozone, and the bailout deal is moving forward. But this is Germany's finance minister sounding the alarm that the Grexit might be better for the country and the Eurozone if in the long run.
Yeah, that was really well done. You did a great job with your reading. Giving Greece the side eye, what's that look like? What's that mean?
Greece the side eye. That they control them or keep the eye open?
Not quite. Giving somebody the side eye is like you look at somebody, kind of, you're like, what? Like that. That's giving somebody the side eye. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
Surprised, let's say.
Sorry?
That is to be surprised or
Yeah, to be like untrusting.
untrusted. Okay.
Yeah. So if you don't trust somebody, you can give them the side eye. To be like, what are you doing? Kind of. So that's another one. It's Michelle Obama giving somebody the side eye. Yeah. And I guess, does anybody have any questions here? Any questions?
Yes, about scheme. So
Okay,
it's a main point of this or no? Final
this
point.
scheme. This
A
is
scheme
the
is one
website.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just the name of the website.
Oh, okay.
That it like the verb, it skims the news. So it goes over the top and takes like the most important news articles and sends them to you. Sends the most important things. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yes.
All right, nice. And Heidi, welcome to class. How's it going, Heidi?
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah, welcome to class. It's good to see you again. And I think maybe Ksenia, what do you think about this? What do you think about this whole Greece thing? Do you think they should stay, leave? Do you think it was a good idea to accept austerity? What do you think about the riots? Do you have any like opinions on what's going on based on what you know?
I don't know. I think Greece, it's a type of lazy country. They want only live and enjoy their life, and they don't work to work hard, in my opinion.
Okay.
But I don't know actually why they're not to live by their own money, and they should borrow some money from Eurozone or other country. I don't know why. I think it's some problem in the government structure. I thought they should maybe change all government, maybe about money, the structure, and maybe in this way, the situation will improve.
Okay. Could improve. Yeah. I think that's good. And what about you, Heidi? Do you have any opinions? I guess you didn't really catch this. We'll come right back to you. Giulietta. Oh, huh?
About Greece?
Yeah. I guess about what's happening in Greece.
Yes, Germany has a little responsibility about that because they're producing the cars and a lot of things. And Euro, they don't have any tax to each other. So many cars from Germany go to Greece or any countries. Now European countries, there are many Volkswagen or some German cars. So German economy is getting stronger because of Euro. Then weaker
Okay.
country is getting more and more weakened.
Other countries are getting maybe weaker and weaker.
Yeah. So now, if Greece didn't enter the Euro zone, maybe they can put a lot of tax to the cars from Germany. Then this situation is much different.
Okay. The cars from Germany, and this situation would be much different. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good point too. So a lot of it has to do with taxes and inflation, and individual nations' inability to raise or lower their inflation rates according to their economies. All right. Yeah, that's really good. Heidi, does anybody else have anything to add? Anything they want to say? Okay. In that case, let's go on to the next page. Judith, can you read the comic?
I'm sorry, I can't see it.
Can you see it now?
No.
Maybe give it a second.
Maybe.
And do you still have a question about the side eye, like the crooked eye?
Yes, I mean, the side eye is like a crooked eye.
Yeah, it's like a dubious face. If you're giving somebody the side eye, it means like you just don't trust them or you're not sure about them. If you're looking at them out of the corner of your eye because you're like, I don't know about you.
Hmm,
Does that make sense?
suspicious. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, suspicious. You're looking at somebody suspiciously.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And can you see the page now?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you read the comic?
Rent weasel?
Rent a weasel.
Rent a weasel. I need 3 bitter and unsuccessful scientists and 100 lazy journalists. Very good. Did you know toddlers thrive pollution?
Thrive on pollution.
Thrive on pollution?
Yeah. All right. And this is a little bit tricky. Maybe can you repeat bitter?
Bitter.
Do you have any idea what's happening here?
Mm. So this dog went to another dog
A weasel.
asking a weasel. Oh, I don't know what a weasel is.
It's
Rent a
like
weasel.
a rat type
Oh man.
animal.
Oh, it's a rat. Okay. So he was asking for unsuccessful and bitter scientists and lazy journalists. And he was happy because he replied, very good. And then here the guy is reading on the news that toddlers thrive on pollution. I don't know, maybe they are dying for pollution. I don't know.
Not quite.
I don't know.
All right. This is a tricky one. Carolina, do you have any ideas what happened here?
No, teacher, I don't know.
Okay, maybe Anna, who does the dog work for, do you think?
I don't know.
Okay. Ksenia, what do you think?
Maybe for toddlers?
Doesn't work for toddlers. Definitely not. Heidi, who do you think the dog works for?
Three bitter and unsuccessful scientists and 100 lazy journalists. These people make the world get much worse.
They'll make the world much worse.
Much worse.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. So I guess I'll be a little bit more pointed with the questions. Um,
I think I got it.
Okay, can you try to explain?
So the dog is working for a very bad company that makes a lot of pollution.
Yes.
And so he needs lazy journalists to write the opposite.
He needs lazy journalists to write. Was with the scientists?
Maybe the scientists have to make I don't know, a research about pollution, and these journalists just copied the research. I don't know.
Exactly. So he needs lazy journalists to write about the work of bad scientists who claim that pollution is good for toddlers.
Mm-hmm.
So does everybody know what a toddler is?
A baby.
Yeah. So like maybe like a 3-year-old. Do you understand that, Carolina?
Yes, I understand. Thank
Okay.
you.
What companies do you think might do this? Do you think this actually happens? Catalina?
I don't know, maybe companies, for example, here in Colombia, El Tiempo is a big company of news. Big news company.
Shoot, sorry guys. Um, yeah, Catalina, so we'd be looking more about like a business side of it. So like the chemical industry is paying unsuccessful scientists to make bad studies that prove that toddlers thrive on pollution, and then the journalists who are lazy and they write about it and make it like truth. So what companies do you think could do that, Carolina?
Pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah. Okay. Can you explain?
Because pharmaceuticals companies is always hire chemicals and people who likes research.
Okay.
Is okay.
All right. Maybe Anna. What other companies do you think might do something like this?
Actually, I'm been working for the pharmaceutical company for 5 years.
Okay. And do you
Yeah.
think it's true? Do you think that pharmaceutical companies do something like that?
That they hire some bad journalists to write good things? No, I don't think so, because it's all about the trust to the patients and their image around the world. So I think that big companies who cares about who care about their patient, their image, also income, just don't do it because they could have big problems.
Mm-hmm.
I think that companies which can do this are, for example, some I don't know, illegal one, where for example they do not utilize or utilize the wastes legally or carefully or in accordance with the law. You just
So they.
dispose, yeah.
Yeah.
And they, for example, just I don't know, put it into the water or in the river, which is illegal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that companies which do something wrong and they know that they do it, they need
Yeah.
some I don't know false articles about them. Yeah.
For sure. For sure. I'm thinking of one industry in general that might do this a lot. Does anybody think they know what industry that is?
Oil?
Yeah, definitely. What would the oil industry do about that?
Well, they pollute.
Mm-hmm. So what would they write articles about? Would it be would they be having scientists learn
Yes,
about?
I read about cracking in the US. And I read the people writing that it is not a danger to mm, to push waters inside the
Groundwater.
groundwater,
Hmm.
inside the rocks, but it's not just water. So
Yeah. Yeah. So definitely, I think if you get oil industries, they write things, either about global warming or fracking and the dangers of pollution in that industry. Definitely get scientists who will write about that. If you think about cigarettes too, that's the one that generally I think about. Thank you for smoking. So kind of not disproving that cigarettes are bad for you, but like, how bad? Anyways, but yeah, those were kind of ones that I was thinking of. Really nice job, guys. I think we're good. Does anybody have any questions on this page? And okay, let's have. I think we're with Ksenia. Can you read this?
Were it left to me to decide whether we should have a government without newspapers or newspapers without a government, I should not hesitate a moment to prefer the latter.
Really good pronunciation. What's that mean, Ksenia?
I'm sorry, letter is just mail, yes?
The second one.
Letter. A newspaper without a government. So Thomas Jefferson thought that all problems were from government because the government doesn't lead newspaper to say anything against the government, so it's wrong. So yes, no.
Not exactly. I mean, yeah, I think you're on the right track. Maybe Heidi, do you think you could explain this one?
Newspaper is a kind of critics to the government. We should have government without any critics. No one watching the government or the newspaper. Don't think about the newspaper. Don't think about the government.
Okay, so we shouldn't have a government without any critics, without anybody watching the government. Yeah. I guess. I mean, that's definitely it. Ksenia, what's the first option that he's saying? So he's proposing two options. What's the first option?
Government without newspapers.
Yeah. Government. Newspapers. And what's the second option?
Newspapers without a government.
And maybe Giudietta, why is a government with newspapers bad?
because it will become an dictator. When we had, I don't know the word, dictatorship. When we had the fascism, the first thing they did was to eliminate all kind of newspaper.
Good. And I don't know, what would be some bad things about newspapers without government?
newspapers, without government. So we would only have the tabloids, right? So newspapers where you could find only information about, I don't know, celebrities. Or newspapers or magazines about, I don't know, a lifestyle and stuff like that. Nothing connect with your country or other countries, and politics, governments.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's definitely potential.
It's hard to imagine.
Yeah. I guess maybe Ksenia, what could be like a good thing about newspapers without government? Why would it be better than a government without newspapers?
Because newspapers can write about anything, because they will have a free of words, a word free, how to say, a free of,
They'll have freedom of the press.
I'm sorry,
We'd say freedom of the press.
freedom of the press.
Freedom of speech,
Yes,
you could say as well. Freedom of speech maybe is a little bit more general than freedom of
because
press is.
in our country government is very strict to press, and if the press will write something rude about governments or members of the government, it will be punished.
If there is something good about government members, that will be punished.
No, bad about government.
Yeah. Good. All right. Yeah. I think that's good. And Heidi, do you agree or do you disagree with Thomas Jefferson?
No, Japan case is different. Some newspaper had written a lie about the government for long years. Then recently, some got proof it was lie historically.
Recently, it was proven to be a lie.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a totally valid point. What about like if you had to decide between one or the other? Which would you decide? Would you rather have a government without newspapers or newspapers without government?
But if government has some bad things, they will be punished. But newspaper, if newspaper had done bad things or a lie, they wouldn't be punished. Never
Okay.
punished. Much different. So
They'll never be punished?
first one is very bad, like dictator, but even the second is very bad.
But the second what?
It's not good. It's very bad. Even newspaper has some power. But sometimes power is much stronger than the government.
Okay, yeah. Valid. Giulietta, what do you think?
I think I agree with Thomas Jefferson, because if you have newspapers, many, you cannot have just one thought. You can have many, but they will fight each other.
All right, nice, yeah. It kind of provides some organization too, maybe. Yeah. I know. Oh, well, we are just about out of time. I've got another class right after this. If you guys want to join, I'd love to have you. Yeah, and so thanks again for coming in, and have a really good day, afternoon, or morning.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye. You're welcome. Bye.